Does anyone else hear the saxophones? Does anyone else hear the Jaws theme song? Is it just me, or does this all not feel like girl pop power? It feels more like a warning of a road that we're going down, that once we go down it, we can't really come back. I really admire all of the girls in Katseye. I think they're beautiful. I think they're talented. I think that what they're doing individually is greater than the sum of their parts. I just don't think that we as a society should start advocating for industry plants and the industry's takeover of artists. Katseye is a girl group that debuted only about a year and a half, 2 years ago. If I talk about the entire history of Katseye and all of its members, we are going to be here all day. But for short, so there's Laura, Danielle, Manon, Megan, Sophia, and Yunche. Yeah, that's 6. Whether or not Manon is actually still in the group, we'll get to that. Actually, there's a lot of stuff that I'm not going to get to in this video. This is not going to be a super long, comprehensive video about the entirety of Katseye's development and past. I'm more looking at the industry as a whole. So if there's something I miss, please feel free to leave a comment down below. This is not going to be the most in-depth video. And full disclaimer, I am not a Katseye hater, all right? Put your pitchforks and torches down, okay? I'm not here to hate on these girls. Like I said, I think they are both beautiful, talented, admirable individuals, and I think they're all greater than the sum of their parts. I'm critiquing the industry and also the whole idea of these company manufactured girl groups and talent groups in general. This isn't just about the girls. So I really, really, really don't want to come across as a hater. Once again, I'm not a hater. I just know Katseye fans are really, really passionate, and I would be too, especially when there is a lot of unjust and unfair criticism thrown at these girls, and I'm not here to do that today. But to give a brief history, Katseye is a girl group that was formed by I don't even know what it would be called. It's a company that basically owns and employs all of these girl groups, and they pay the producers, the marketers, the this, that, the other, basically all of the overhead, and then they get in talent, and they are oversee. It's basically like a record label. I think that's what they are, called Hybe. Traditionally, and in the past, they've been producers of K-pop groups and K-pop music, now with their first more global group, Katseye. Like I said, there's the 6 members, and these 6 members were determined on a reality TV show that aired on Netflix called Dream Academy, with girls spanning the ages of 15 to 19. Are you seeing where the warning signs are starting to come up? From what I looked at, they could have been 15, 16 when they started, but anywhere from 15, 16 to 19 to 20. These girls competed, sang, danced their little hearts out. Finally, the 6 girls were selected to be members of Katseye. Before I go on with the video, make sure you like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. We are a smaller channel. We just hit 500 subscribers. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah. They debuted with songs like Touch and Debut, and I think they had their first real break with the song Gabriella and Gnarly, which I still get stuck in my head. Hottie, hottie, like a bag of Takis. That part lives rent-free in my brain. I'll be standing there. And ever since then, I don't think I'm wrong in saying they shifted away from that more soft Gen Z aesthetic to something a bit more sexy. I don't think there's any other word for it. You know, their song Internet Girl has the lines in it, eat zucchini. I think they're talking about fruits and veggies, guys. Fruits and vegetables. Eat your zucchinis. Nothing else. That they had that very young member singing about. The youngest member of Katseye was 17 when they debuted, by the way. But this isn't about them. It's about the industry as a whole. And as an outsider looking in, I feel like this is a really bad indicator of what's to come. So everything is owned by HYBE, which, like I said, was a K-pop label. And why is that so concerning to me? If you've been online ever, you've probably heard of K-pop. You've heard of people who are fans of BTS and some of the girl groups, like Blackpink. And HYBE actually owns BTS. And I'm gonna just put stuff on screen, like 17 other one. I'm not a big K-pop person, because every time I look in that direction, I get a bit disturbed. I get a bit upset. It is, and I know people like it. It can be a really exploitative industry, not just to young people, not just to men, not just to women, to everybody. It is an exploitative industry in that it takes people who have talent and who want to be stars and to be famous and to spread positivity through music and dancing, and it turns them into money-making machines. In this article that I'll link down below, titled "The Dark Side of K-Pop Corruption, Exploitation, and the Grim Reality Behind South Korea's Pop Powerhouse," I know that's a mouthful. It talks about the kinds of contracts and restrictions that are placed on these idols, like restrictions about looks and diets and if they can date, and even like having phones and access to their own personal social media is super restricted. And that's just like the that's the tip of the iceberg. This article in particular points out that HYBE and its subsidiaries in the past allegedly have had and enforced these really restrictive contracts, and I don't think to draw the comparison between this and Katseye is necessarily conspiratorial, because it's literally happened in the past from this particular company. All you have to do is look at K-pop performances sometimes, and some of these groups, the girls, especially the girls, look downright malnourished. It's really, really disturbing to watch. And I'm not disparaging these people, you know. I don't think that they're the problem. I think that there's a greater industry that's using them to make money off of, and it's really exploitative. And so Katseye feels like they're dipping their toes in more English waters, and K-pop already is such a thing in the West. Like groups like BTS and Blackpink, I've heard them. And I'm not even like a pop fan. I don't listen really to pop music. Which not in like I'm not like other girls. I don't listen to pop music. Like, I don't care. I was just saying I get freaking gnarly stuck in my head sometimes. I don't like labels. I think while Katseye, the girls obviously have more control than I think some K-pop groups do over themselves and their image, there are obviously things they cannot talk about, like the Manon in the room. So Katseye was a 6-member girl group. One of the girls, Manon, recently, a couple months ago at this point, went on hiatus. And it's become pretty clear after their 2 Coachella performances, where she was literally at Coachella but did not perform, that she's probably not in the group anymore. And even there are some other things, like her not being in the new music and the new music videos. You know, Manon's probably left the group over, and there are some rumors of allegations of mistreatment based off of race. Do with that what you will. The conversation around it has been really quiet. The girls haven't said much. Hybe hasn't said much. No one's really said much. Even Manon hasn't officially made any real statements. And I think this secrecy around it all is an example of there are some things that the girls cannot talk about contractually, more than likely. You know, I'm sure they'd like to talk about this, but they can't, allegedly, in my opinion. All this to say that I think companies like Hybe starting girl groups in America, and this isn't even the only one. There are talks of starting another one. They're having tryouts in Japan right now for the next girl group, the next international girl group. And I think all it's doing is spreading toxic beauty standards and ideals, and it's a really exploitative industry. It feels to me almost like the early days of like Nickelodeon and Disney, where it was no man's land. Like there weren't rules over child stars. I feel like the new iteration of that is groups. And who's to say in a few years there might be more K-pop, more restrictive group dynamics and contracts globally. And I don't think that bodes well at all. And I don't think that we should be letting these big industries and these big companies completely take over one of the most beautiful, innately human expressions of art. Not to say everything about it is bad, but I think overall as an industry it's really, really toxic, not only to the people in it, but to the people watching it. The young girls looking at these members thinking, why don't I look like that? Or, God, I wish I was that pretty, that famous, that talented. At the end of the day, I'm no industry expert. Alright, I'm just a girl on the internet who is worried about future girls on the internet. But I hope that, I don't know, I hope that my Black Mirror episode that I'm imagining is gonna happen in my head doesn't actually happen. I hope everybody who becomes famous and in a girl group or in a boy group or in any kind of groups has the most amount of health and wealth and love surrounding them. And I really hope the best for Katseye and his members. Once again, I think the girls are really talented. But what is your opinion on this whole thing? I know that this is kind of a more controversial thing than I normally like to talk about, but I doubt I'm the only person who feels this way. Anyway, I've loved talking to you. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. You are beautiful. Bye-bye.